evening, friends, and welcome to Cocktail Hour. It has been a while, and it is now the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashana, or the sun is still out, but it is imminently going to be the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashana, when it is traditional to have apples and honey. I do not have any apple-based cocktails, so we're going to make a honey-based cocktail, which is called a bee sting. So I will tell you this, that I have prepped, because you're not supposed to use actual honey, you use honey syrup, which I have made and labeled in a formerly simple syrup bottle, which it's just like simple syrup but with honey, so like 50-50 water and honey. Stir them together until it's all together and dissolved, and then cool it before you pour it into your jar, which is a mistake that I a little bit made, but seems okay. So this is a gin-based drink. 2 ounces of gin, which we will pour into our shaker, which I have to tell you that I have already prepared with ice, just in the interest of time, because this is a pre-holiday eve cocktail, and one of the traditions of the holiday eve is hurrying to make it in time for the start of the holiday, because I would not wish to profane our sacred day by still be making a Facebook video at that time. So our 2 ounces of gin are, as usual, a little bit closer to 3 ounces of gin. Just, you know, abundance is also important on our holidays. All right, so 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. So we got our lemon squeezy thing, we got our measury thing. Not quite 3/4 of an ounce. I bet we could get it to turn into 3/4 of an ounce if we were extra thorough. Let's see. Oh, also, friends, when you're squeezing your lemons, helps you find out if you have any cuts on your hands. So, also has a medical purpose, this cocktail. Okay, so we'll just be sorting out the rest of this lemon. We're squirting lemon juice everywhere. It's going really well so far, the bee sting. So, I'm just like trying to get enough lemon juice, because you know how I don't like it when the cocktail is too sweet and I'm about to put like a lot of this honey syrup in. So at least, there we go, there we go. That is the rest of our lemon juice. Cool. Then it calls for 3/4 of an ounce of the honey syrup, which we will actually measure carefully because I don't want to have quite really too much of that. Although it's not as sweet as like actual honey, but still cool. Honey syrup going in. Oh, see how well it pours? That's why you use the honey syrup as opposed to the regular honey. Good though. Okay, good job, me, honey syrup. And then it calls for a teaspoon of pastis. So pastis, it's like Pernod, it's like Ricard, it's like whatever anise-based liqueur you might get from that region of France. What is that region? Provence. Yeah, that region. Cool. All right, so that's it. That's all that it calls for. Then we shake it up with the ice. Shaking a little more because the honey syrup was still a little warm. Okay, then we pour it into our chilled cocktail glass, which I have been chilling. Oh. So chilled in here that it was like stuck to other things using its ice. All right, here's our chilled cocktail glass. Pour it into here. It sticks with the honey a little bit. Oh, very generous this drink is. Okay. You know, the picture had it being a little more yellow, but I think my honey was a little bit brown. But that's fine. Oh, it smells a little bit anise-like. Seems like it could be fun. All right, and then the recipe here in this book says to garnish with a whole star anise pod, which we will not be doing because we do not have any of that. So maybe we'll just give it a little bit of a lemon garnish just so that it has a garnish, which makes it fancy. And let's see. Oh, it's good. It's not too sweet at all. And actually, the pastis comes through, so if you had a star anise pod, I think it would be quite tasty or fancy or add to that, the depth of it. I recommend. All right, so Happy New Year, Shana Tova, friends. The bee sting cocktail.